Hello everyone, this is Thursday night and we went to City Forum with our grandbabies and I am totally exhausted. We were there for almost 6 hours walking around. We had a really nice time. I got some stuff in the mail and I need to get some stuff done to take to the booth tomorrow. And so I just thought I'd bring y'all along. This is not a tutorial. This is not a step-by-step. This is just me bringing you along and letting you see what I'm doing in my garage. I guess I need to do a series saying Beth in the garage. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to flip this around. We're going to set it up here. Okay, and I wanted to show you these. You saw me doing these on the last video, which is not out yet, but I think I'm going to put it out in the morning. These right here, and I think these are cool. And I think I'm going to put $4.99 on these and see, or maybe $3.99. I don't know. And see how they go. Maybe $4.99. They're pretty big. You can, you know, if you wanted to put a hanger on there, you could hang those on your wall too. So I think I'm going to put $4.99 on them and see how they do at the booth tomorrow. Also wanted to share this right here. And of course this is big, okay? But I wanted you to see it all white. And I will tell you, now I'm not going to show you this because it's too big, but I will show you a little bit. You see how there's pieces like that right there? You see these little, I got these off of Temu. And what I'll probably do is just go through and I'll probably clean up that way. And it won't take me long. But any little piece like that, I will just go through. And then, then I'll use this and I will just brush it off. It is the quickest, easiest way of clean up. Nope. And I just wanted you to see, this is real easy. This spackling, I'm going to see if I can't go to Lowe's and buy it in the bigger containers. Because I can see, I'll always buy a small container of certain things that I've not tried before to see if it's worth me getting it in bigger bulk. But you see how well that cleans it up? And even if I want to get in here and make a little bit more detail, you see how that works? And I will probably take some time and work on this a little bit. But I'm real happy with the way it turned out. So I just wanted to share that with you so you could see what I'm planning on doing with this. Okay. And you know that I bought the HydroCast. Well, I liked it enough that I went back and got 4 more Hydro Casts. And you will notice that I've started tagging products. And I'm tagging products that I use, and they're tagged in the video. If you want to buy them, that's great. That's what they're there for. If you don't want to buy them, just ignore it. Do not feel obligated. If it's something that you're looking for, I just thought it would be easier to tag certain products that I'm using. So if you, they're right there. And I got 4 of them, and I don't know why I opened this. Probably because I think I'm going to be pouring a bunch, and I'm going to need another one open. But I got 4 of them. And I'm going to have to find a place to put all this stuff. And I'll show you the other box. Because I need to get rid of the box. This will last a while. This will last me a while. Because I still have some left in my other. I do take everything out of the boxes so I can see what I've got. Those are some heavy duty boxes though. Okay. I got my first of many orders of new molds. And these are not the cheap Temu molds. I don't do Temu anymore, y'all. And honestly, I have not missed it. I thought I would, but I have not. I'm having fun going through and checking out different prices of different stuff. I'm finding out Walmart is a great place to buy certain things too. And I never thought, and see, if we're Walmart Plus members, because we get stuff, groceries delivered, we pay by the year. And so we don't pay shipping through Walmart. We don't pay shipping through Amazon either. And we do pay for Amazon Prime once a year, but you also get Prime on TV along with that, along with free shipping. And we use a lot of things through Amazon. We have a lot of things on subscription. Dan gets certain things for his feed and his multivitamins, and we get a lot of stuff off of Amazon. That we get every month, that it is just delivered through subscription. Our toilet paper and our paper towels are delivered through subscription on Amazon. Wow, they tape this. This just reminds me of Ashley, the way she tapes stuff down. Okay, let's see. First thing, I like this. Just a simple thank you. That's all it takes. And this is the first. This is an IOD mode. It's Iron Orchard. And I think this is invitation only. It is. But it's the animal bust. And I think, on just a small little plaque, I think they're just cool looking. They're different. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for different. And I'm going to start getting into watercolor. And I'm going to start doing it on the HydroCast. And that's going to be a video on its own. But there it is. And we're probably going to be pouring these. I said it wasn't going to be a tutorial, but I want to get some of these poured. And they don't have to go around anything because I'm just going to be putting them on wood. But I want to color them with watercolor, and that means I have to put a coating on it first. Okay. And then we have, that's a stamp. That's called the Adornment Stamp by IOD. And that's amazing. All the stuff you can do with that. I'm excited about this one. Okay, what is in this? That's awfully small. What is in that? Oh, it's got I got a letter. It says, "Hi, Beth. Thank you for your Etsy purchase. You have helped keep the doors of my small brick and mortar shop open. Thank you, Sandy. Please leave me a review." Oh, and the order is in here. Oh, there's something else in here. Oh, they sent me a free gift. Oh, see, I appreciate that. I so appreciate that. Thank you so much, Sandy. And I will give you the name of the person on, in fact, I'll tag them on this video, okay? Yeah, that's really cool. So I'll tag them on the video. And this is, yes, I saw somebody and they were using this, and I thought, oh yeah, I see a lot of things that I would love to use in here. And these IOD, now, you know, I always thought, oh, they're so expensive. They're, you know, because it's just a book, and they go further than what you would ever think that they would go. You don't use the whole page on one thing. You don't even use half of a page on one thing. You can use bits and pieces. Like if you don't want to use any of that, you could just use that. Or just one butterfly. If you wanted to just use this part, you could just use this part and use this part somewhere else. The same thing with frame. If you just wanted to use the frame, you can cut it and put it and overlap and layer. And these things are wonderful, y'all. They really are wonderful. And this one just had so many different in here. Look at the cats. And I like the fact that it has Amazing Grace. And this has got writing and letters. And look at the birds and the butterflies. I just really like the way that this one looked. It looked so springy to me. And I could, and see, it has the chickens, and it's got it all in here. So I was happy with that. I need to see what book that came out of, though, because I really like that rose too. That is really pretty. Okay. And then the plastic. I've got so many of those, but that's okay. Okay. And here is another mold, and this is the Laurel. And this is an older mold, but these right here, there's so many pieces, and there's a bow, and there's bees. I don't think I'll ever use the crown, but I don't know. I could. I don't know. Lots of molds coming in, y'all. Lots and lots of molds. I like the way she did these. Okay. And then this one is called He Loves Me, because it's got, that looks like a sunflower, and then daisies, and then just different leaves. And now they're just real springy. You can do it any way you want to with that. You could use clay, you could use the resin, but another new mold. And then these are stamps. Look at the stamps. Look at that bumblebee. Look at the bees. And then look at the birds. Look how big that bumblebee is. And I think what I'm going to do is maybe take these out and show you what these stamps look like stamped. If I have paper, I don't know if I have white paper down here. And then here's the other, and I'm so excited about, look how big that, this is my hand, y'all. Look how big, it's as big as my hand. The same thing with that, that's just, you can just do so much with those. Just so much. And you could stamp this on something. And then you could take watercolor and color it in. You could take acrylic, which is a lot thicker. You could take markers. You could do a lot, or you can just leave them on top of. But I'm excited about those, and I'm excited about the stamps. Now this one is just a generic one. This is the one that I knew that I would use in the long run because of the reef but I think we might do some of these in clay and see what they look like. And I'm going to put those up. And I know I'm getting a collection of stamps and of the transfers. I wanted to. This is the time of year that I can do this, and I wanted to go ahead and get the collection going. And let me see. I got new paints coming, y'all. I'm looking to see if I can find some paper, and we'll do some of those stamps. I just want to see something. Those are awfully thin, though. But we are going to pour that one. I think we're going to pour that one too. And I think we're probably going to make some of these out of the clay to get those made. What happened to the, yeah, I don't want to throw these where I keep these. And while we're doing it, I do need to check out some of my molds because I need the steampunky ones. And I think these are the ones that I need. Yeah, I need to pour some of these, I think. I've got more steampunky coming. And these are going to be in black. That's piping. I don't think I really need piping. And I don't really need any of the wings, I don't think. I don't know why the horse is in here with the steampunk, but I will make sure that I was thinking I had another mold with more steampunky stuff on it. This might just be all winter and Christmas. I think that's Christmas and winter. Okay. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm trying to keep them sorted so I can find what I'm looking for. And I've got some little Blanche molds. Yep, I knew there was one. I got some little Blanche molds coming also. And I'm looking forward to those as well. Oh, I have that one. I haven't even opened it. That's birds. I'm just sort of refreshing my memory here. Yeah, we're going to be pouring a bunch. Some clay, some some 2-minute cure. Who's that? Is that Stamperia? Well, I need to clean that mold bad. Okay. Yeah, I'm going through these real quick. That's the bunnies. And that's bunnies. Ooh, that's a pretty mold. What is that called? That's the Reefs and Swag mold. Okay. Oh, and I've got the lion mold that I forgot about. And the roosters. and the new cross mold. Which I need to be doing a lot of those and making magnets. So let me get that out. And then I have the frame mold. But I can make some magnets out of those crosses too. So, and those are real easy to do. So, and these are all the frames, I believe. And I got more frame molds coming too, y'all. I have mini frames coming that I did not have. So many things you can do with these. Okay. Well, I wasn't going to do a whole bunch. But look at this. Okay. This right here, I think would make really cute magnets. So, look at the spoon. So, we are going to do some of those. Now, this is a new mold. And I know it helps if you see them. And do not be fooled, okay? Now, Temu does have dupes of most of these molds. Not all of them, but some of them. But there is a major difference on the quality of the real thing versus Temu's dupes. And the prices, you can pay up to $18 for a dupe of one of these molds. I'd much rather pay the $28 and get a mold that's going to last a long time, because some of those dupes that I've bought, they're so flexible and they're so thin, and they've already started not performing well. So I'm just putting it out there. You can do whatever you want to do. This right here, I wanted to try to make that into a trinket dish. Now, if I cannot find my bowls, but I did. I found my bowl. Let's see. Yeah. And just when it comes out of the mold, I'll put some mold release or something down here, but I'll do it where it's not quite cured yet, and I'll stick it down in there to get a form, and when it dries real good, then I'll pop it out of the mold. So I don't know where I'm getting that glitter, but that's driving me bonkers. Okay. So I'm just going to do that one. I most definitely want to do that one. I have not done this, and I just want, I know it's hearts. I really like the hand. And I think it would be cute to have a collection of magnets, like with a hand and a flower thing, and then a couple of the hearts, because they're all vintage looking, you know? And just have I think that would be cute to have like a little collection. But this is going to be one of the last ones. We'll see if I get... I'm trying to think of... This one I almost want to try with clay. But that's so deep. That's going to take a lot of clay. But I don't have to do the big ones. I could do the small ones. Those three. And I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to do, so let's just get the clay ones out of the way first. And I need to find something to put them on. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to set them on. And I think I'm going to put, to absorb the water from the clay. Let me do it that way. Okay. Well, it's not the water, it's the moisture. And I love this clay. I do love this clay. Yeah, I'm just pushing it down and putting what I don't need in the next one. It just cleans up. It's just so easy to work with. Let me get my good brayer. This is my good brayer. Okay. And I'm going to make several of these. I mean, just look how nice those are. Okay. And how easy. I don't have to use cornstarch or anything in these molds, y'all. And you can see how fast it is for me to make multiples. And I'm doing it in real time. You know I do everything in real time. So you can tell how long it's going to take you. It drives me batty when I watch these things, especially these shorts, where they just like boom, 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 and you think, oh, it's magic. They're doing this by magic. And I know a lot of people complain about how long my videos are, but that's okay. I want the people who want to watch it in real time to have a place to come see it in real time. I don't leave anything out. Not even the goofs, or the oops, or the, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that, but oh well. Such is life. What you see is what you get on here, and it's real. Okay. Oh, this is so fast and so easy. Let's see. I want a couple more medium ones, and then I want some leaves. Okay. Put that one right there. Okay, and let's get a few leaves done. And you don't have to make them as thick as the mold either. I am not making these as deep as the mold on some of these, depending on how. Some of them are deeper than others. Some are more shallow. And the more shallow ones, I'll leave. I want a couple of those. You can see how easy this is. The brayer helps, but you don't need one. Oh! Nope, I'm going to redo that. And I'm going, yep. See, that's why I pieced it together, and I should not have pieced it there. So, because the other one came out just fine. Yeah. So that's a lesson. I don't think I want a big one. I don't know. Maybe I should have a big one just in case. I think this is going to be way too big, though. Definitely, I don't want it that thick. I do know that. So I'm putting it in. You don't want these little dry pieces either, because if you put dry pieces, you see how it's drying out? It does dry out quick. These little tiny pieces. And I'm going to have them there. Oh, well. Okay. Oh, look how easy that was. Okay, and I want one more of the smaller. Okay. And we've got one more of the smaller. And now we have a full board done, and it will dry, and it'll be dry tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to set these over here somewhere. I have to find a spot. Right there. Okay. Now I've got to make sure that I don't have any of these pieces left in here, as they dry out. And then if I go to put clay in there, they'll leave a little spot and you'll be able to tell. So, and that's as easy as it is. That is ready to go again. Okay. I am going to get we're going to go, I want to get a couple of these. And I think I want to try this in clay, the rolling pin. And the mason jar. Let's just see. I've got the clay out here. Let's it's on my hands. Okay. In there. I'm going to use this. These don't have the edges like the IOD. And the edges do help. IOD has the edges on the side, especially with clay. It's not going to make much difference with any kind of resin product, but with clay, when you go to do this and you got the edges, it gives you something to pull up from. Okay. Pull that out. Oh, that's quite pretty. Okay, we're going to set that down there. Oh, wow. Lots of detail on that. Okay. And lots of detail on that too. Okay. Do I have enough to do the... I'd like to do the spoon. I'd like to do it all in clay, to be quite honest with you, but let's see if I can't get the spoon. I used a brayer. To smooth it out. Oop. Okay. Let's see how that comes out. Nope, that did not come out without breaking. Let's see if we can get it back together. That much issue. Well, it went back together. Will it stay together? I don't know. I don't think I have enough here to do the big jar, but we're going to try it. We're going to get all that out of there. Okay. There's that one. I'll open up another one. Now this is way more than what we need. Okay, let me get the brayer. Okay, and we're going to just take it out. And look at that. That is wonderful right there. Let's see if I can put that back up there. Okay, what else? We'll go ahead and do the baker thing too. And yes, you can use these molds with polymer clay if you wanted to. I know this question's going to come up. You can actually bake your polymer clay in these molds. And if I had some polymer clay conditioned, I'd open some up and show you. But I don't have any that's conditioned. Okay. And I'm just going to make sure that that is straight. So what else We could do the little cupcake things, I guess, too, huh? I really like the jars, though. I really want to redo this one. Yep, I really do. Because it's got that piece missing down at the bottom. And I think it can be better, so... And we'll do the cupcakes. So I'll just stick the extra in the cupcake one. I keep forgetting to check to see if you can even see this. Oop, my nail got done in there. Yeah, I'm just going through and making sure before it comes out there's not a bunch of it on the side. Okay, let's get this one out first. Oh, that looks better. That doesn't have the thing down at the bottom. I like that better. Okay. Let's see if this one will... Nope. It's breaking right there. Yeah, I'm trying to be careful on how I got it out. That's cute, though. Oh, my word. This mold is cute, 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 cute. Okay, the only thing I did not get was the mouse. And the big flowers. And we don't really need the big flowers, I don't think. Oh, let's do the mouse. Let's just do it. I was going to pour the mouse, but let's just do it all with clay. That way. As you can see, these molds, they're smaller molds too, but they're not as easy. They're very detailed molds. Okay, they are. But they're not as easy as the IOD molds because of the lip. The lip works. I mean, you can see it's still fairly easy to get this too, but you just don't have the same control without that lip there. Okay. Once again, I'm going to get the brayer. Now, you don't have to have a brayer. I think I said this before. I just like it because it helps me push it down in there and define it a little bit more. But I do have to go back and get the roughness off the edges, because I don't want to have to do it after I take it out of the mold. Okay, now I'm afraid this tail and all these other pieces, wow. Okay. I'm sort of surprised by that. So I have to move this around a little bit. Actually quite a bit to get the mouse on here, and then I'll change it up when I get the tail, because the tail is a little weird. It twisted on me, so I've got to get it twisted back around, which I can do. Okay. Wow. Okay. And let me get that up there. Move that there. And nope, that's not room enough. It's the spoon. But I think it will fit. Yep. Okay. Nope, that's not on. There it goes. Okay. I just wanted to make sure it was all on there. And it is. It is all on there. The only thing we did not do was the big flower. Oop. Okay, that came off. Okay, I'm going to set this over here. There, so that could. Okay. And I gotta get okay. I gotta get this off my hands or it's gonna keep doing it. Okay, we're gonna leave it just like that until I get the clay off my hands, which shouldn't take long. Yep. Forgot about that. Okay. And now I will dry my hands. I don't know what that. There's a big car racing out there. Okay, I think that one's ready to go. And I think that one's ready to go. Okay. Those are going to be white, and I'm going to paint them with watercolor. Now the crosses, I do want to do some crosses, so let me get the crosses out. Yep. There it is. Okay. So let's see what else we've got over here. That's steampunky stuff that I need to do. That one I was going to do in clay too. I forgot. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get some gloves on. That's driving me bonkers. I have not used glitter, and I am having to fight trying to get the glitter off of there. Okay. Now, I'm going over here. And I am going to grab, maybe not. Oh, I don't know if I can get to it. Lost. There it is. Okay. Let's see if I can get. Okay. Looking for the. I think that's the hydro cast. Yeah. I want to make browns. That would be red and green. So we're going to play around a little bit. We are going to use these. Okay, we're going to use these smaller. And I'm going to mark them. Okay. P. Okay. Green and red is what I'm. Let me just do that now. A little bit of green. A little bit of red. And I got some brown. Okay, so we've got some of this stuff left, so we're going to just use what we've got left. more clear one, I'm putting an A. And we're going to take that and we're going to try to mix it up really, really well with that color before we do anything else. I don't want a deep brown, but once it turns white, I'm hoping for maybe a beige. I don't want a pink. And so I'm wondering if I shouldn't put a little bit more green in here. No, let's just go with it. Okay. So that is that one. Okay. And then B. This is just what I had left. So I put it in these little squirt cups. Okay, let me get another. And this is for the crosses. And it's sort of cold down here. So I'm going to mix this pretty good until I feel it getting warm. It was nice outside today. It was like 74. First day of spring, y'all. Did y'all know that March 19th was the first day of spring for 2026? Last year, I think it was March 20th. Okay. I feel it heating up. And so we're going to start pouring. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's see if I can get a pretty green. That would be cool, huh? For the cabbage leaf. So let's just try it. So we're going to go ahead and use one of those. Let me get another one of those, because I think it works out better. We're going to put some green, and we're going to put a little bit of yellow. Just a little bit. It's turning. Okay. Go ahead and get some white. I mean, not white. The clear A. And we're going to mix it all up. Okay, but before we do this, I want to maybe lotion. Lotion. I'm afraid lotion might. We got baby oil. Try baby oil. A little bit of baby oil. And this. Not a whole lot, y'all. Just enough to keep it from wanting to stick. Okay. And then we need B. Okay. We're going to go ahead and pour that in. Okay. And I'm going to mix this up until I feel it getting warm, just like I did the other. Okay, and it's getting a little warm. So we're going to fill this up. Don't really have a green bee. Well, at least we can see what it looks like. Okay. Now we've got to pay attention to that. Okay, they're still way too soft. Okay. I'm going to put this over here. Out of the way. Okay, and we want to do those. And we just want those in white, so this will be an easy peasy one to do. I'm just going to leave these out because I think, no, I need to, I can put new ones in. That'll work. Okay. Once again, I'm going to just do this. I'm going to stir until I feel it getting hot. Okay, and I'm feeling it getting warm. So I'm going to just pour. Okay, I'll get another one. And once again, is the A. And then the B. And then again, I'm just waiting for it to get warm, which it is. So I'm going to finish pouring this piece. Okay. I shouldn't have done that because I want to get this out. Nope. Well, these are coming out. That is gray. That is not brown. But they're pretty. Okay. Look how pretty those are. Those are pretty. Let me move my phone. These are still sort of soft, but you can get them out. Oh, that one's really pretty. It's got a lot of air bubbles though. I need to put cornstarch in these, I think. Yes, it does help. People will disagree with me, and that's okay. They can do their thing. But I can do mine too. Okay. Come on, release. There it goes. Okay, I knew if I got just one side to release, I could get all of it to release. Okay. Probably too late. I think I got it released too late. But you see what I'm doing? I'm pushing it down. And what I need to do is put something heavy. Let me find something heavy. I have a brand new, oh wait, brand new paint jar. And that green is perfect. And so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to just set it over here. Something else heavier than that on top of the paint jar. Oh, that'll work. That will work. Okay. I got a stapler on top of that one. This nail, that's going to have to be cleaned. I'll put that over here. Okay. I'm going to put these molds up to get them out of the way. See, that was a pretty grain. Does the crown stay on it? Oh yeah, it does. Now, should you have a green crown? No. Oh, look at that bumblebee. That's cool. Okay. So I can put this one up also. And I can put the crosses up. Let me move that over here. That's going to be a mess. Oh, look at those. Oh, those are going to be so fun. Oh, that one I need to pour a little bit more in. And I'm going to do it before I take it out. I'm going to just mix up a little bit more. Look at that. Oh, these are wonderful. Okay. Yep, because there's just a little bit missing there. And I'm going to wait and see if I don't tear part of this up. So where I'm going to have to replace some of this too. This is the reason why I like to do this when it's real soft. I can see the mold, and I'm not touching the mold. I'm not going all the way through. I think I'm going to have to replace that one though. See, those have got the line on it, the line I was telling you about. And it does make a difference with these IOD molds. Now you see what I did up here? Now I'm still going to have to clean this up a little bit, okay? But I wanted to make sure that I got and I did. I got them all. And I got them cleaned up fairly good too. Okay, come on. Okay. when it's this soft. Sometimes it's easier to get it off, sometimes it's harder. But once it gets really hard, it becomes harder to clean too. I can clean that up later, but boy, yeah. Okay. Yep. I'm going to put just a touch. I mean, it's just a little tiny. 1 scoop. Let's see if I can get it enough out of here. Okay. I think I got too much. Just a little too much. Okay. Mix that until I feel it getting warm. Is it getting warm? Oh yeah, it is getting warm. Okay. Okay. I guess we could go ahead. Where'd the little stick go with the... Is it soft, hard enough for me to get the edges off? There's really not any edges though, is there? Okay. Now these, wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. I know there's a couple up here. Okay. One right there. Just don't want to take too much off. Okay. I may have to wait for this to get harder. To get all these little tiny pieces off. I'll keep working on it because I'm waiting for that to get hard anyway, but a little bit right there. Yeah, you don't see it until you pick it up. And it's when you pick it up you see the outline. And it's just little tiny bits. Okay, come on. Oh, that's going to drive me nuts. Oh, I think I got it. I think I got the top. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So these can be gessoed. Oh no. Okay, I should have left it in there a little bit longer because it's still sticky on the back. So let's just put it down in there again. Okay. Okay. We'll get those started. And I am going to use, if I can get to it, it's the Liquitex gesso. I used it for that thing over there. I have folk art gesso, but I really want to use the Liquitex. That's acrylic medium. Okay. I like the Liquitex better than the folk art one. So let me look for it for a minute. Maybe up here somewhere. Here it is. Nope, that's acrylic. No, that's the matte varnish. I need the gesso. Oh. I know I had it over here. I used it right here. So where is it? It's folk art gesso. I guess I'm going to have to use the folk art gesso, but that is not the one that I want to use. But if that's the only thing I can find, then I guess It's just not as thick as the Liquitex. And it's not the same. Liquitex is a little bit higher premium than the folk art. But we will go ahead and do these and get those done. Yeah, I'm looking for nope. Oh, I can't find the brush I'm looking for. Nope, that one won't work. Those are all liners. It's got glitter all over it. Now I've got glitter all over my hands. Okay. I think it's time for me to redo my brushes. I'm afraid that's going to be too soft. And I think this is going to be too hard. But we'll try it. Yeah, this is too hard. This is going to be too soft. And this has got grain in it. Which doesn't really matter. Oh, it does have grain. Where did the grain come from? Oh, that's wild. Look at all that grain in there. The brush didn't look green. Okay, let's try it now. I'll do that and then rebrush it with the other, because this gets right down into it. It's good that it's hard right in here, because I can get into all the little cracks and crevices in this, and there's a bunch of them. Okay, and then I'll go back over it with a softer one. Actually, it's a little bit too wet now. It's not even... Let me see what this one... Does that one have anything in it? Oh, it's pretty good. Okay, I think this one will... Yeah, this one will work. To put it on... Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to have to use that one to get into the nostrils and all the yeah, I'll go back over it with the other one once I know I've got it down in, because I want to make sure it's everywhere it's supposed to be, because watercolor won't adhere to this really well if you do not put gesso. I guess you could put acrylic paint on there too. I don't know. I just had this. I know it's supposed to have more of a bonding agent, and so that's why I'm using gesso. Okay. I am putting it on with that, and then I'm going back in and making sure that it's in all the cracks and crevices, because boy, this has got a bunch of them. It is very, very detailed, and I want to make sure it's down in there. Okay, and then I'll go back with this brush and smooth it down. Okay, let's try this one now. Okay, let me get a paper towel for this one. And when those dry on the front, I will go back to the back and do the back. And now I'm going to really go in. You see all this detail? There's a bunch of detail. And I want to make sure it's getting down in all of it, because the watercolor will seep down in every one of these. That's the great thing about watercolor. Okay, let's get some of this off of there and smooth it out a little bit. Okay. And so we have that done. Let's go ahead and gesso some of these right here too. I don't think those are going to be hard. They're not as, no, I don't know. Okay. Let's try one of these crosses. I got some left over out here, so let's see. Okay, that one definitely doesn't look as white. We don't want a green base, so let's cover this one with gesso. We want to be able to use them, even if we're not going to use them right now. If I color them with gesso right now, then when I do need them, they'll be ready to go. And since I've got some extra, I might as well do that. It's funny how much whiter those look than those. Yeah, and these were dark, and these look more white. Okay, let me get the white off of here. Okay, we'll sit there and pop these. Let me be able to flip them over and paint the back. think that's going to take more than one coat. Oh. Oh, well, that second coat really goes on good. Wow, what a difference. Okay. That's amazing. Because it looks so much better. Okay. Well, I got all that done. It needs to dry. And I think what I'm going to do is just in the video here, and the next one will just continue. And I think I'm going to call this series Beth Down the Garage. Because, yeah, this is 2 hours and 17 minutes. So, yep, that's what we're going to do. And even though I didn't get anything done to put in the booth tomorrow, I've got a bunch of stuff in there. Yeah, I'm trying to get this all up. I didn't make as big a mess this time. That's why you wear gloves. Okay. Woo. Yeah, and I even went through the gloves because those are the lightweight gloves. Look at the wrinkles in my... But I've got to find my other dress. I used it all. That was a good thing. I didn't waste anything. But I do have to find my Liquitex gesso. It's down here. I've done something with it. I can't find my scraper, my orange scraper, anywhere. I don't know what in the world I did. Oh, poo hiss. There it is. It was right up there. Said I couldn't find it anywhere. I've been looking for days for this thing, y'all. And it was up there at the top. It's going back where it always has been, in that little tray. That just amazes me. And now I'm looking for the, oh, let's look at this. I put this thing on top of it too. It should be hard enough. Oh yeah, let's see if it comes out. I put that big old new. Oh, it did. Oh, it's got oil all over it. I made a little tray. Look at the color. I am going to put alcohol on here to get the oil off, and then I'll take a. Oh, this is going to be fun. I can make a bunch of those. It could be like a little trinket tray. That was quick and easy. Okay, and let's try this. Oh, I took my gloves off, didn't I? Yes, I did. Oh, poo-poo, hiss, hiss. What's this folk art glaze? Ooh. I'm putting my gloves back on. I am not going to have that stuff all over my hands. Plastic bow, y'all. I need to take all my brushes upstairs and clean them too. Oh, I was going to show you some of the stamps too. I don't hear it moving. Oh, there it goes. Okay, that's not coming out. So I'm going to get a baby wipe. And we're going to just do this. And ooh. Okay. Let's try something a little bit. That's more of a gray, but we'll try it. That might be the perfect color. It looks brown on there, but it looks gray in there. Yeah, that's definitely a gray. Okay. Let's do this. This is not a baby wipe. This is just a paper towel. That's pretty flat. That's cool. Okay. You have to seal that. No, it does not say to seal it afterwards. It says to seal it prior to, which we did not do. Okay, I am going to take a little bit of white and I'm going to dry brush a little, just a little. And this is Fusion, so whatever I dry brush on here, it's got a sealant in. Barely any paint whatsoever on the brush. And this is a pretty firm bristle flat square brush that I'm using. Okay, and I am going to go over the top of the and then I'm sort of wiping it off. I don't want a whole lot. Okay. And then I've got this color. Now that needs to be, oh, that needs to be mixed up. And I can probably use what I spilt on the bottle. Okay. I'm going to, I don't like that shiny. This may be a mistake, but I don't like that shiny. I am not a oop. Certain things I don't mind if it's shiny, but for the majority of it, I don't want. What is that? Ooh, cast iron. Let's have some fun. Put some of that in with the cast iron. go. This is a wet wipe, and I'm just sort of dabbing. I will probably add more. But right now I'm just sort of trying to I'm going to go back and I'm just going to dab. I want this green. Yep, that's what I needed. What color is that? Ooh, Cambridge. Let's see what that does. Okay. And then we're going to try a little bit of this again. Just a dot. Okay. Here we go. I know, you're probably thinking, oh no, Beth, you're ruining it. But just give me a minute here. Okay, and now think that looks much better than just the... Of course, that's just my opinion. But I do. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that because I can play with it all night long. But I think it looks better than what it did. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal it. And let's just seal it with the matte varnish right here that I've got right there. Okay. And I'm just going to put some on here. And I am going to just brush it all over. And then I'm going to get the thick part and the bubbles off. But that way I know it's gotten down into all the grooves without having to brush much. Okay. And let me go ahead and dry that, and we can do the bottom real quick. And this is a matte varnish. I do not want this shiny. I mean, how many cabbage leaves have you seen that are shiny? I guess if they have the oil all over them. Okay, good enough. The same thing here. I'm just going to sort of... You know, Laura bought me that, I need to pull that out, that turntable thing, because I could see me using it a lot on this stuff. And I'm going to just do a little bit of touch up right here because I don't like that green sticking out that much. And I've got the varnish. Okay, just a little bit more. I don't mind some of the green showing through, but I just did not like that big O. It looked like it was missing. And here again, I'm just dabbing. Okay. Where is the... That's what I want. I know what I'm looking for, and I hadn't got it yet. I'll know it when I get it. It's almost there. Boy, it sure is quiet down here. I don't think there's anything going on upstairs either, because it's quiet up there too. I don't know what time it is. It may be late. That's the reason why. I can't believe I'm still down here doing this. I've been on my feet all day long. Okay. Come on. It's like it's not sticking there anymore. I'm going to leave it just like that for a minute. In fact, I'm going to dry it. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm just. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, now I'm getting upset. It's like it doesn't want to stick there. So let me put the varnish there. Okay. Let me dry the varnish. Okay. Let me get the glaze off. And just a touch of white. Okay, and then just a touch of this. It's almost like the glaze is causing it, so. Okay. That's all I needed. It's just a touch of that. Okay. Yeah. That's insane right there. Okay. Oh, there's always that piece, right? Okay. I think I got it. I got it. Nope. But it's better than what it was. It just looks like it's just not supposed to be there, though. I don't understand. I do not understand. And it's starting to really bother me. Okay, that'll work for me. Then we'll varnish over that. Okay. What did I do? Which I don't mind a little bit of this being on there, but I just... Okay. Oh goodness, how in the world did this turn into a 3-hour? Well, it is. It's a 3-hour. And let me go ahead and dry this so I can flip it over and make sure that there's no big puddles. Y'all know I'm stubborn. I just didn't like the way the green looked. It looked like it had been scratched up. And the bottom makes a difference to me. Y'all know that about me too. That looks so much better. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah, there's some. Right there. But I can fix that. Okay. I like that. I even like the back. Looks like it's been sitting in dirt. That's cool. And these are dry. And I'll be able to take those upstairs and watercolor those when I'm watching TV. That was my plan. Okay, cool. We got one thing done. Totally done. We got one thing totally finished. We got a bunch of stuff in the works, but we got one thing totally done. Let me know in the comments what your favorite thing was. Yeah, I was going to try to get that big picture done tonight. It ain't going to happen. I have all these I need to take upstairs. Oh no. Yep. That one bites the dust. Oh, these are all going to have, I forgot about them. Here, I'll go show you because I've got to do this. I'll be right back. Yep. Hand sanitizer. See what it's doing? It wouldn't even bend before. Let me put some in this bowl. Yep. See what it's doing? But you gotta get it in there. It breaks that up. Where's the other one that was stiffer? Yep. So if you ever leave your paintbrush like I just did. Oh, this one's, oh, let me, I think this is past gone, but it's just a old cheap chip brush anyway, but let's just see what happens. Oh my gosh. See, it's pulling the paint off of there. You let it soak in there. Can you see it? Look at that. Oh no, I don't want to get this all over my other stuff though. I think I am going to throw this away though. Even though it is coming out. But there's a lot of rust and stuff on that brush anyway. But I just wanted to show you that. You see how it softened that? But I do have some brushes I want to get clean. So let me get that clean. I don't want that white paint to be all over. Okay. So what else was there? There was... Where were they? Oh, there's one. Was that it? No. That's wild. I guess it was this one. So we'll stick this one in here. Yeah, it's got to get into, it's got to soak into it. And this one might be beyond repair too, because it is if you let them soak a lot longer than what I'm doing, it's a lot easier. Yeah. Hand sanitizer. You saw them. They were harder than, I mean, I almost threw them away. Even the chippy one, but the chippy one has got so much. I'm going to make sure that I get it all off, and then I'll take them up there with Dawn. I've got some in the bathroom. I got a bunch of brushes in the bathroom. Yep, it took it right out. Now it's soft and pliable. So that's all it takes, y'all. I will be taking those upstairs and washing those out. And I will save that brush. No, save that bowl. So we can make more of those trays. But I am wiping it off. Oop. Okay, so you got another little tip if you didn't know about that. Oh, and I'm going to get those gloves off. Woo-hoo. And that is good to go. And I'll carry my brushes up with this so I don't have to. Oop, it's turned. Is that the only brush? Yeah. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If y'all enjoy this, there'll be a lot more of these. I'll come down here more often and just bring you along. If you don't really like this format, and if you'd rather it be point A to point B, me come down here, show you a tutorial, and then end it, then I can do that too. But those are going to be maybe once a week. This I can bring you along because I'm down here. But sometimes you're not going to see a finished product. Sometimes you're going to see something, you know, midway. Yeah, I think I splattered something right there. Because there's like a... Yep. Okay. So just let me know in the comments. That would be great. And as always, please hit that thumbs up like button for me. Oh, not that way. I feel like I'm praying that way. Thumbs up like button for me. And hit the notification bell so you know when I've got a new one coming out. Sharing is great. Hyping, I know you can only do that so many times a week, but hyping is awesome. But the 3 most important things, and I say this every time and I'll keep saying it, is watching the video all the way through, liking the video, and commenting. Those are the 3 most important things, and that is, you show an immense amount of support when you do all 3 of those, and I do appreciate that from each and every one of you. I do want to do a shout out to all my members. I do have a members only group. There is 18 now. There's probably going to be 17 soon. There's not anything I can do about that. But I do appreciate each and every one of you, and that is a great way to help support the channel. And I've got some that have been here in the group since I started the group, I think 3 months ago. And I would shout out the ones that I know, but I don't think it's fair for the ones that I might forget. I think I know everybody. I do. But when I start doing it, let me try it. And please forgive me if I forget you. Please forgive me. But I'm going to try this. I know there is Donna, Dana, Dee Dee, Laura. That's 4. Valerie, Michelle, Karen, Pam, Valerie, Love for Food, that's 10, Belinda. Did I say Michelle? I think I said Michelle. Belinda, so there's 7 more. Claire. I should have said Claire. She was one of the very first ones. So there's 6 more. I'm trying to remember because I don't think I can get a list up anymore. Let me look at my phone. But I don't think that... Goodness, I got lots of notifications. But let me go and see if I can get... Because I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And if I can get... I've tried before and Sandra, I forgot. Vivian, how in the world could I forget Vivian? JL Hope, she's been... Kathy, Bama girl. See, now I feel horrible because all of y'all I should remember. I remember Sharon, Dee Dee, Karen, Belinda, Laura, Mary. How in the world? I'm so sorry. I remembered Valerie and Dana. So... Oh, wow, I've lost a lot. Wait a minute. I don't think Dee Dee is even on here. It says 18. Okay. Donna, Sandra, Food Love. I should remember your name. Vivian, Pam, JL Hope, Kathy, Bama, Claire, Sharon, Dee Dee. Okay. Karen, Belinda, Laura, Mary, Michelle, Valerie, and Dana. That is the group of the members only. A big shout out to all of you. Thank you so much. When you see a person in chat and and there's a heart next to them, you know that's a member, because that's one of the perks. You get a special little emojis, and those are hearts. And the longer you're a member, your heart changes. And then there's other little emojis they can use and stuff too. And then plus you get a video, membership video at least once a month. And sometimes you get first on seeing some of the videos, and some members only shorts, and it changes from month to month as far as, you know, some of the perks. But that is $4.99 a month. And we have a Facebook group. We'd love to see you over there. Just go to Facebook and look up Southern Lady Artistic Creations, and that group should pop up. There's 3 little questions you have to answer. If you answer them, it's automatically approved. If you don't answer them, it's automatically declined. I don't have anything to do with it. The computer does it all. And I think that is it. If y'all have a question, please leave it in the comments. But if you don't have a question, just at least say hey. I love reading the comments, and I try my hardest to answer everyone back, unless it's somebody being hateful, and then I just delete them. That hasn't happened very often in the last year, actually. I think it's only been like 2 or 3 people, which is awesome. I have a great group of followers, and I feel very blessed. Alrighty, I hope you have a great weekend. You will probably see this on Saturday, because I have another one sitting there waiting for you to see tomorrow. So this one you'll probably see on Saturday, and I probably won't have one for Sunday, but who knows, I might. I mean, you know, just hit that notification bell and it'll pop up every time I have one. But if you don't see me Sunday, I hope y'all have a great weekend. Thank you again. I love each and every one of you. You're very, very important to me. And, you know, I'm human. I fail. I have my faults. Please don't judge me too harshly. But all of you do mean very, very much to me. So thank you, and see you soon. Bye-bye.